This video tip is all about showing you how you can steer the exposure of shingles in different courses, different horizontal courses as you go up, so those shingles align properly with significant things on the wall. Now this is the wall of the cabin here. I'm going to draw a window towards one end, and that's what I'm going to be using for our example. I'm going to be drawing some shingles down here too. I'm just going to draw the one course of shingles, but there could be several courses here. It doesn't really matter. We're just fairly far below the window at this stage. That's the important thing. Each of the shingles is fastened with two fasteners. That could be a shingle staple or a shingle nail. And it's two fasteners regardless of the width of the shingle you're dealing with. Now ideally, once we get to the bottom edge of the windows, as we rise up, we're going to want the bottom edge of the shingles to align pretty closely with the bottom edge of the window. Now it doesn't matter if those shingles extend slightly lower than the window, but we basically are aiming for an alignment here. Now that's not going to happen automatically, nor will it happen automatically once we rise up higher and get to the top of the window. We want an alignment there as well to keep the shingles looking neat and to avoid little bits of shingles that probably won't last too long if we do install them. So the first step is to understand that we're going to be varying or steering the amount of exposure of each course of shingles as it goes up. And we start by measuring. Now normally the shingle exposure we've used is 5 3/4 inches on the cabin, but we do vary that. And to determine how much, you measure from the bottom edge of the existing course to the bottom edge of the window. And you take that height figure and you divide it by the number of courses that you expect to fit into that space. And that number is the spacing, the exposed spacing of shingles that you need to aim for. Now that could be 5 inches, it might be 6 1/4 inches, it could vary quite a bit, but that's the spacing we need to aim for. So it does need to vary as you go up in order to get that alignment that we're seeking. Now the same thing applies for the top of the windows. We're taking the height, dividing it by the anticipated number of courses, and that gives us the spacing. If there's a large variation, we want to make that change slowly so it's not visible to the eye. But the bottom line is that the bottom edge of the shingles align with significant places and look good in doing it.